Condenser. Condenser is also known as heat exchanger. Condenser is used to maintain the constant pressure and reduce the temperature of refrigerant. Condenser convert refrigerant from vapor state to liquid condenser. State. First one, air cool condenser. Second one, water cool condenser. In that water cool condenser, we have the type shell and U-tube condenser and tube condenser and shell and coil type condenser. The third one is evaporative condenser. First one, air cooled condenser. Air cooled condenser, we will remove the heat by using the air or blower. In this type of system, we use in small units such as window AC, small AC, split AC, small package AC, deep freeze, etc. Water cooled condenser. In a water cooled condenser, we will remove the heat by using water. In this type of system, use in central AC, big package AC, large refrigerant plant, etc. First one, the shell and U-tube condenser. From the compressor, the refrigerant comes with a high pressure and high temperature around 89 degrees Celsius, enters into the shell and U-tube condenser. The water comes from the cooling tower and enters the U-tubes around 27 degrees Celsius water in, and the water come out around 32 degrees Celsius and return to its cooling tower to cool it. This hot refrigerant flow inside the shell to reduce the temperature of refrigerant by touching the U-tubes, and refrigerant become low temperature and come out around 49 degrees Celsius and go to the expansion valve. Tube and tube condenser. From the compressor, hot refrigerant enters into the inner tube. The outer tube contains water. As the hot refrigerant passes through inner tube, the outer tube water touches the inner tube and cool the refrigerant. This the working of shell and coil type condenser. The hot refrigerant enters into the shell. The cold water enters into the coil and the hot refrigerant touches the water coil. The water will absorb the heat. The hot refrigerant reduces the temperature and going into cool state. At the time, cold water become warm water inside the coil because of the heat absorption. Coil is made up of copper, shell is made up of steel. Third one is evaporative condenser. The evaporative condenser use both air and water condensing medium to condense the hot air vapor refrigerant.